Alright, I hope you guys have tried at least the question, right? So I'll basically solve it for you now. So when you're like done till here, so this is going to be 17.5 times 10 raised to power 6, 1.01 times 10 raised to 5. So basically you can take it there to subtract this, and this will be take the calculator, hold on, 830 times 9.81, so it will be 8142.3x, and that's going to be 9.81 times 1000 times 2000. So that's going to be plus 1.962 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 times 10 raised to power 8, and minus, why did I do 10,000? It should be 7 then, sorry. Okay, yeah, let me check again just once. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, okay, and this is going to be 9810 x. So now we're going to take that there as well. So 17.5 times 10 raised to 6 minus 1.01 times 10 raised to 5, and that's going to be minus 1.962 times 10 raised to 7 equals to 8142.3x minus 9810x. Okay, so then what you're going to do is let's try to solve the other side. 17.5 times 10 raised to power 6, 1.01 times 10 raised to power 5, and 1.962 times 10 raised to power 7. Okay, so this is going to be minus 2221000, and this is going to be 8142.3 minus 9810, that's minus 1667.7x. Now we can simply divide minus 222 1000 divided by answer, so we get 1331, which is approximately equal to 1300 for two significant figures. Is it clear, Aisha?
Yes, sir.
What mistake did you do? You could solve it.
I think I missed like a value or something. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Now, the next question then. This is just a conceptual question. Which container exerts the greatest pressure at the bottom? They've shown some containers. Which container? Which container? Wait. Something different about it. Contains water. Water that. Okay, so they have shown water level like this. All right, and this is the height. Okay, yes. Can you guys sorry, label it A, B, C, and D. Okay, so you want to give a statement, okay? Yes, please tell me. Okay. All right. So, what do you guys say? Which container will exert the greatest pressure? Khatija, Javeed, Aisha.
C.
Sorry. Same. Why?
C.
C. C will. Why? Why do you think it will be C?
Because it has a narrow base and the volume of water is greater than the rest.
So the water in C will basically have greatest pressure. Do you agree, Khatija and Javeri, with this?
Yes.
Oh no. And that's strange. No, that's not correct actually. The reason is that you can say anything, it's alright. Basically, I told you that all of these,
Them exert the same pressure.
yeah, all of these will have same pressure of water. You're not looking at the base or anything. What you need to understand is that pressure in fluids depends on rho gh. So this pressure will be same as depth is same. But force will be different due to different base area. Do you understand, Aisha?
Yes, sir.
So always in liquids, I told you shape, size, color, anything, they don't matter. It's the depth. Okay, now let's look at manometers. So manometer basically is used to give you the difference of pressure. Interestingly, suppose we filled this manometer with water and we filled it with some oil. So this is oil, this is water. Now जी आप कल मुझे जो है ना डे टाइम कॉल करें प्लीज़. जी 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 कल आप सुबह कॉल करें. ओके alright. So what you're gonna do is you should remember that the same level will have the same pressure. So for example, if on this side you have open end, so you have atmospheric pressure, you also have atmospheric pressure acting on this side. So always you're going to check exactly where they meet. So they meet right here, the two liquids, right? And then you draw a line like this. So you should understand if this is point A and this is point B. So at A and B, the pressure on each side will be the same. The reason is that this is the point where basically this same, point where with respect to whatever, it's the same depth. Is it clear, everybody? So the pressure at A and B is going to be the same, and you can actually find this like this. Now, the important part in this is that whenever this sort of questions come, you just need to identify exactly where you're looking at, which means that you can then, find the height from here of oil, and then you can find the height here from water, and then you can apply rho gh and put it equal to each other, so then it will basically be the same. All right, is it clear, everybody? Now if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, now so let's do a question, try to understand what exactly I mean. All right, so suppose they could give you any shape in this, so you don't have to worry about it. It's like suppose wait a second, please don't draw it. Once I complete this, then you can start drawing. So they got this point, well, let's put it a bit up, like this point and this point. So they have put some water basically is like this, and then oil, which is of course greater than the height of the water. Okay, and the atmospheric pressure, it's open from both ends, so atmospheric pressure also acts. This is water, this is oil, this is mercury, right? And basically this level, like sorry, let me do it with the green. This level is the same. All right, now the question is that find the density of oil given G equals to 9.81 meters per second square. Density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube, and they've also given this height. So this height is 53.0 centimeter, and this height is 71.0 centimeter. All right, can you guys try it at least? Okay. So, as you can see that this point, this point and that point, like oil and water, are at the same level above mercury. I mean, at this point. So what you can do is, at this point, you can make an equation. You can say, okay, whatever the pressure of water plus pressure of atmosphere is on that side is equal to the pressure of atmosphere plus the pressure of oil. Do you guys understand the equation? Because we're looking at this dotted line level, right, which is the same. Okay. Okay. Now, so pressure of atmosphere and water is going to give you basically density of water times T times the depth of water equals to pressure of atmosphere plus density of oil times G times height of oil. That's what we need, the density of oil, right? Because both sides have the same atmospheric pressure, so this will cancel out. Basically, we'll end with 1000 times 9.81, and the height of water is 53.0, so we're going to change it to meters, so it is 0.530, and then here the density of oil is what we need, times 9.81 times the height of the oil is 0.710. I'm just changing it. Now when you solve this, you're going to get density of oil, where G and G also cancels out, so it's going to be 1000 times 9.81 times 0.530 divided by 9.81 times 0.710, and you should get about 746, which is approximately equal to 750 kg per meter cube as the density. Do you guys understand this? Please let me know if you don't. It's sort of a thing where you just need to, balance it out. Okay. Okay, is it clear, everybody? Any questions? Aman, why are you late?
I joined as soon as I got back from school.
Okay, so this time you have school. Okay.
Yeah,
Aman,
at
you can
4:20.
also take class on your phone, right? You have phone, is it possible?
No, actually, I'm in the bus at around 3:35, and I reach at 4. So
Reach at
that's
4.
it. I'm still in the bus at that time. That's why.
Reach at 4 means that's right around, you're from UAE, right? That's 4 p.m. 5 p.m. Pakistan time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You started. I reached like 20 minutes late.
Oh, okay. You gotta do something about that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Alright, from next week I might, change the time, shift it a bit forward, okay? So
Okay, sir.
that's creating problem. Okay. Now, Javeria and Khatija and Aisha, Aman, do you guys understand what I've done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now let's do another one. When in 10 minutes when the meeting ends, you got to rejoin. Now, in another question says that a U-tube has one arm of cross section area A, other of 4 times A. Now, what is the difference of height x? And they've given a drawing, okay? one is bigger, one is smaller. Now this time I'm going to ask you to do it, okay? So be ready. So they have given they say this side is 30 centimeter and this side is x, and they want you to find x basically, right? This is water, this is oil. Density of oil is given as 850 kg per meter cube. Density of water is given as 1000 kg per meter cube. And that's it, okay? Now, so you guys need to find H. Alright, take your time, like 2 minutes. See if you guys can do it. Again, the same way, you guys need to basically look at the point where they meet, and at that same point you got to find the depth, okay? Try this please.
Sir, is it 4.5? Sir, is it 4.5?
Alright. You guys done?
Sir, I got 4.5.
4.5? Yeah, that's correct. Anybody else got 4.5?
Yes, sir, me too.
Okay, wow. Alright, so basically this is the same thing. You guys need to look at the same point where they meet, and at that point you can find this depth, and this depth is basically 30 minus x. Actually, you can't take x because we don't know exactly what is above that. So at this depth we can make the equation. So on the left hand it is atmospheric pressure plus pressure of oil equals to atmospheric pressure plus pressure of water, and then you can just simply, this is the same on both sides. So for the oil it is going to be density times 9.81 times the height, which is 0.3. Oh, you have just taken yeah, okay, you can just take 30 because it will form a ratio, it doesn't really matter. And this will be 1000, then 9.81 times 30 minus x, and then at the end you will get 4.5 centimeters, right? Okay. Alright, so I believe you guys now understand how to deal with these questions, right? Okay. Now, the last thing we're going to do before we go is the forces on hydraulic pressure. Forces in hydraulic system. So in a force and hydraulic system, it's very simple. You just need to remember, just make okay. Okay, so hydraulic systems are basically used everywhere, like everywhere in the world. And basically it is used to make, braking or lifting things much easier for us. So how do we use it? It's very simple. Basically what you need is, you need an oil-based system where there has to be a pedal, and that pedal, when you press it from one side, it generates a pressure. There's basically oil-based systems. Could be any sort of oil, because oil or fluids are generally considered to be incompressible. Like oil. So basically what happens is that when you apply a force, maybe if it's a car brake, so you can apply a braking force, and then because of the pressure generated, and it is the same system, so the pressure will be same as oil, and then it would basically put a force on each of the other pistons according to their areas, right? So generally you just need to remember that when a piston is pressed, pressure P is generated. So suppose if this is like F, so the pressure that is generated is F force over area. So each one of them has a different area. And if this is the case, then what you guys need to know is that if pressure is constant, then greater the area, greater the force. The reason is if you multiply area there, so it will be area times pressure equals to force. Pressure is constant, the area is proportional to force. Now, so ultimately the equation that we can follow through is basically F1 over A1 equals to F2 over A2, because basically all of them have the same pressure. Is it clear, everybody? Now if they say that, in example, they say area of pedal is 8 centimeter square and area of piston is 12 centimeter square for each brake. Now this says calculate the force on each pedal, each brake piston if force on pedal is 800 newtons, right? So basically saying this force is 800 newtons. It has an area of 8 centimeters square, and each of these has an area of 12 centimeters square. So you guys need to basically find force on each piston. Can you do it? Okay. Yes, any answers? Anyone? Khatija, Aman, Javeria, Aisha. You guys sleeping?
Just 2 seconds.
Okay.
So 1200 newtons.
That's correct. 1200 newtons. Yes, the reason for that is that each piston will basically have the same pressure, so you don't have to add all the um, areas together. So it will be F1 over A1 equals to F2 over A2. This is going to be 800 over 8 equals to F2 over 12. That would end up with 1200 newtons. Is it clear, everybody? So that's simple. Okay, now we are actually done here.